Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Making the Most of Your Facebook Page. My name is Dave Sherman. I am the Partner Development Manager here at Infusionsoft. I have had the good fortune of working at Infusionsoft since July of 2012. Besides being the Partner Development Manager, I am also a professional speaker, trainer, and best-selling author specializing in the topic of networking. And I always like to share with people that my only real vices these days are Diet Mountain Dew, a good bottle of red wine, and a great cigar. No, do not worry, I am not consuming any of those three items during this webinar. I am thrilled that you took the time to come and attend this program on how to make the most of Facebook. You know, there's so many of you that are on Facebook, so many of you that are on different, levels of social media that it's really astonishing how many of you really haven't scratched the surface of the power that is capable in the world of social media. So today, all I want to focus on is Facebook. Did you know that 42% of marketers say Facebook is critical or important to their business? I want you to think about your business for a second. If Facebook suddenly disappeared tomorrow, how would that impact your business? How would that impact your ability to be able to connect and stay in touch with people? I know it would have a huge impact on my own business, but I also know it would have a huge impact on our Infusionsoft business. Did you realize that 56% of people, let's get rid of this little box right there, 56% of people are more likely to recommend a brand after becoming a fan on Facebook. Over half of people are likely to recommend a brand after becoming a fan on Facebook. So for those of you that have fan pages, for those of you that have, places where you have people come and like your page, congratulations, you're way ahead of the curve, and as you can see, it's helping. Half the people would recommend a brand because they have a fan page. It's, if you think about it, the amount of impact that Facebook has had, what's the statistic? For the amount of people that currently use Facebook, it took television like 60 years to get that many viewers. Facebook did it in in a little over 10 years. 33% of U.S. online consumers have made a purchase based on recommendations from friends on Facebook. So if you're one of these people that's using Facebook and you have friends of yours that are, making recommendations about your product or service because you're on Facebook, you can see the impact it's having on your business. Again, all we're trying to do here is for those of you that are sitting here saying to yourself, oh, what's the big deal? It's just social media. It's Facebook. My kids use it. It's really cute. It's not just for your kids anymore. Facebook is a mainstream business tool that you need to start learning how to use and using properly. 80% of U.S. social network users prefer to connect to brands through Facebook. Imagine there's this social media vehicle where 8 out of 10 people that use social network would prefer to connect to brands through Facebook. And if you go online, every imaginable brand is on Facebook. I mean everything from the local pizzeria to Coke, Pepsi, Chevy, Dodge, Ford. Every single huge company is on Facebook. Why? As the statistic says directly in front of you, 80% of people social network users prefer to connect to brands through Facebook. This number right here, that's what a billion looks like. There are currently over 1 billion people using Facebook. But here's the craziest statistic. You ready to catch this? The statistic says that 1 billion people are on Facebook. What they're saying is there are 1 billion people that log into Facebook at least once per month. If you look at the people that don't use Facebook at all, you could probably add about another 2, 3, maybe 400 million people. So take this number, increase it by 30 to 50%, and now you're starting to grasp the power of what Facebook has. So now that I've kind of put into context the importance of social media, the importance of Facebook, let's go over a couple of tips and tools on how you can use Facebook to help your business, whether it be your own business, whether it be a business you work for, to become more successful. First thing you have to identify in the world of Facebook is, why do you have a Facebook page? Why do you have a page specifically geared for your business? Are you doing it just because everyone else is doing it? That's not a good enough reason. You have to have a reason why you want a Facebook page, why you want a business page specifically geared to people that are going to Facebook. What is that plan? I can't give that to you now. This webinar is going to be barely 15 minutes long. This would take hours to discuss with you. So my recommendation is, if you're watching this and saying to yourself, maybe I need to be paying more attention to Facebook, you need to go out and you need to find a social media expert, because there's lots of them out there. Please pick the real good ones, because there's a lot of people that think they're Facebook and social media experts, and they're not. But find the best Facebook person you can find, and then at that point, identify, do you need a Facebook page? Next thing, when you go on Facebook, a lot of times you'll read some of people's posts that'll say, "Hi, I'm drinking coffee at Bob's Coffee Shop." Does anybody really care that you're drinking coffee at Bob's Coffee Shop? No, but if you happen to be in Bob's Coffee Shop and there happens to be, a zillion people there because Bob's Coffee Shop is so great, take a picture of it and post that on Facebook. You want to make sure that your posts are interesting and relevant. If you're going to have a Facebook page, put something that people want to read. Put information that people are interested in learning about. Put tips, tools, techniques on how people can run their business better. If you happen to be, a financial expert, put a couple of tips and tools on how people can save a couple of dollars. I know you got compliance issues, but there's ways that, there's things that you could post on there. Coming from the Infusionsoft world, there's a lot of times we'll talk about, how people can, attract more traffic or convert more sales or get more referrals. These are the kind of things that make your posts interesting and relevant. Take the time to think through what you want to put on there and how it's going to draw people into your page. Think about that every time. More people will visit your page than ever before. You also want to make sure that you post consistently and regularly. What do I mean consistently? Truthfully, folks, every single day. Now, some of you are saying, "Dave, that's ridiculous. Who has time for that?" You're going to tell me that you couldn't spend 2 or 3 minutes every single day going on Facebook and putting a good post on there that says something about the day. Hey, here's the, we had a great day today. Hey, here's what I learned today. Hey, guess what's going on out there today? If you can't take 2 to 3 minutes every day to put a nice, simple, effective post on Facebook, maybe you shouldn't be on social media altogether. Please understand, most people visit social media every single day, numerous times per day. Why? Because it's a part of their business. If you are sitting here looking at social media and go, "Oh, look, social media, I think I'll be on Facebook. I think I'll check it once a month." No, you need to look at this as a serious part of your business. The last thing about this is that, when you go to somebody's Facebook page and you look at their last post and it was from 2.5 months ago, are you really going to have the desire to do business with that individual? This is somebody that started a page and they haven't posted anything in 3 months. Are you going to want to do business or recommend a product or service from somebody that pays no attention to their own Facebook page? Make sure you post consistently. Make sure you post regularly. Next thing. So many times I will see people start conversations. I happen to be one of them. I'm one of those people that will ask questions, big open-ended questions, such as, "I'm looking to see a movie this weekend. Anybody have any suggestions?" Or if you want to keep this purely business related, as a matter of fact, that's probably a good idea. Somebody could be saying, "I am contemplating buying a new copy machine. Who would recommend a particular brand?" You would be astonished at the amount of people that will come out of the woodwork to give you their recommendations. Say, for instance, you're looking for a new accountant, or you're thinking of buying a new phone, or changing phone services, or downloading an app. These are the kind of questions that you can ask people. But on the other side of this, besides just asking people questions and and always putting your stuff out there, jump in and answer questions. Because every time somebody asks a question, every time you ask a question, other people are asking them too. They are looking for your information. They are looking for your experience. They are looking for your knowledge to be able to use that to be able to make a good decision. So become part of the conversation. Do you guys know what R&R stands for? Not only does it mean rest and relaxation, it also means remembered and repeated. That's what you want on social media. You want people to remember who you are. You want people to remember what you do. They might not remember your name. They might not remember all the details of the stuff that you do. But if you put your name out there enough times, they're going to remember who you are. The way you do that is become part of the conversation that goes on and around the world of Facebook. Next thing, you want to make sure that you develop custom tabs. These are like, how do I phrase these? These are like marketing boxes that you could put on your homepage. Here's a perfect example. This is the Infusionsoft page right here. These little squares right here are tabs. And as you can see, each one of these does something different. So for instance, if this one right here, if you click that, you get to be the 10,573rd person that can like us. If you click right here, you can download an ebook. If you click right here, you can download a social media guide. If you click here, you can download a free marketing guide. Here you can learn about Infusionsoft and Grow Social, our new social media company. Here you can learn about if I'm not mistaken, this is a video of our ultimate marketers from InfusionCon this year. And here, if you want, you can even get information about, what we're doing here in the company and things such as this. My point is, we've got 12 tabs here. You can have the same thing. Now this is for Infusionsoft. Let's take a look at a company you probably all have heard of. Let's take a look at Coca-Cola. Here's photos that they have. Here's 41.3 million people like this. This is their homepage. This is where some of the stories about Coca-Cola. This is Coca-Cola FM, their own radio station. This is events. This is House Rules. This is Giver. So my point is, every one of you on your Facebook page has these custom tabs. If you're not using them, you're kind of wasting it. If you had the opportunity to be able to promote something very specific on your page, wouldn't you do it? If you had the opportunity to promote something on your page without it costing you anything extra, would you do it? Of course you would. That, folks, are custom tabs on your Facebook page. Make sure you check those out immediately. Next thing is, on your page, you want to make sure that the photos that you have on your Facebook page or your business page are business photos. The last thing I want to see is, if I'm looking at potentially hiring you to be my accountant, the last thing I want to do is see pictures of you, using a beer bong while you're on the beaches of Rocky Point. I'm not judging, anyone for doing that, but that's not what I'm looking for when it comes to an accountant. If you're going to have pictures of you on your business page, have them business oriented. Show pictures of your clients. Show pictures of conventions that you went to. Show pictures of you speaking. Show pictures of some of the work you've done. Show pictures of some of your clientele, as I think I had said before. But whatever you do, make sure the photos are business oriented, and also try to make sure the photos are as professional as possible. The last thing you want is some cheesy, blurry photos on your Facebook page. Make sure that they look good and they look professional. So remember, make sure your photos are business, not personal. Make sure you also pick the best photos that represent your brand. You want to make sure, like for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. There's a very dear friend of mine who's a professional speaker, coming from that world. I know a lot of them. Well, if you looked at her Facebook page, if you look at some of the pictures that she had, like she has a picture of her talking to a group of people in a living room. There were about 7 people in the room. She has another picture where she's talking to people in basically just a glorified closet, and there's like 5 people in the room. If she's trying to get in front of national audiences, she has to have pictures of that on her site. So you need to make sure that you are picking the best photos to represent your brand. Let people see the very best of you on your Facebook page. Let people see the greatest you can give them. And you could do this by photos. I am a huge photo buff myself. I love putting photos on whether it be my personal page or my business page. Go to the Infusionsoft page. There's all sorts of stuff in there because we want people to know that we're more than just one-dimensional people, that all we do is work, 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 work. We have personalities. This is why we like to make sure we put these photos up there, because it helps represent our company, it represents our brand, and again, makes us memorable. So remember, pick the best photos to represent your brand. Here's an example of what Red Bull is doing. A lot of you think about Red Bull and all you think about is, that drink that you take to keep yourself awake. Yeah, but, now, ever since I saw that guy jump out of that capsule at like 120,000 feet above the ground, I don't think of Red Bull the same way anymore. Here, their brand is they're trying to go for racing and activity and things such as that. So this is the pictures that they picked. This is for Manchester United. For you soccer fans out there, this is, they're showing the team. They're holding up the cup that they just won. This is about as good as you can get when it comes to, rooting for your team in European soccer. This is Toyota, which is such a great picture because any of you that have ever had a dog that likes to stick his or her head out the window, this is a perfect picture. Obviously, if you look at what's going on their page, Toyota has 777,000 people liking this page. So they're obviously doing something right. And here, as I am a huge sports buff, I am a huge ESPN guy, this is one from SportsCenter. Now, granted, this is an older shot because they've completely changed their studio from this, but this is what SportsCenter looks like. When I picture SportsCenter in my brain, boom, that's what it looks like. That, folks, is the brand they are trying to get across. You need to start doing the exact same thing. Last thing I want to share with you, the last tip I want to share with you is engage your audience. There is something we teach people in Infusionsoft called lead magnets. You need to be able to provide people reasons why they want to come to your page. You need to provide people reasons why they should read the content on your page. You need to encourage people to tell other people about your page. You have to engage your audience. If you just go, "Hi, Bub's Pizzeria," they're going to go right past that and they're going to go on to one of your competitors. But if you put something on there that's interesting and captivating and engaging, you would be stunned at the amount of people that will respond to the stuff that you have on your Facebook page and how you can engage them and keep them with you for long periods of time. So make sure you engage your audience, because an engaged audience is a great audience. So those are some of the tips that I wanted to share with you on how to get the most out of Facebook. Now, I'm assuming that a lot of you are saying to yourself, "Well, Dave, I appreciate all the tips and tools, but I want more." Well, don't panic. I'd like to offer you a free ebook on how to turn fans and followers into customers. Now we've talked about how you can get all these fans and all these followers on Facebook, but we haven't talked about how to turn any of them into sales, which in turn turns them into cash. This is what this ebook will help you do. So again, if you would like to get a free ebook, how to turn fans and followers into customers, all you need to do is go to this URL, tinyurl.com/free ebook 123. Again, tinyurl.com/free ebook 123. You will notice that there are 3 E's here because it's free ebook 123. So send us go to this URL, give us your name and your email address. We'll send it right out to you, and we will help you turn all these fans and all these followers into customers. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dave Sherman. This is my contact information. If you have any questions or if there's anything we can help you with, please let us know. I am grateful that you are with us today to help you learn how to make the most of your Facebook page. We look forward to having you attend another Infusionsoft webinar very soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.